Welcome to the Dalingua English podcast, where we explore the best ways to improve your language skills and stay motivated on your learning journey. I'm Patricia, and today we're going to talk about something that many language learners fear but shouldn't: making mistakes. Mistakes are often seen as failures, but in reality, they are one of the most powerful tools for learning. So, if you have ever felt embarrassed about saying something wrong in another language, this episode is for you. Let's start with an important question. Why are mistakes necessary when learning a language? Well, think about how children learn to speak. They don't start by knowing every word and grammar rule perfectly. Instead, they listen, they try, they make mistakes, and they get corrected. Over time, their brains adjust and they improve. The same process applies to you when learning a new language. The more mistakes you make, the more opportunities you have to correct them and truly understand how the language works. Now, I would like to share with you a personal experience. I studied English education, and when I was at university, I didn't try to speak because I felt uncomfortable when I made mistakes. I hated when people corrected me because it made me feel like I wasn't good enough to speak English. I remember a teacher telling my friend and me, "If you can't speak English, try another career." My friend cried that day, but I realized that hundreds of people might try to make you give up. However, it's in your hands, and only in your hands, whether you want to improve or give up. Think about it. I was a slow learner. I had to practice a topic for a whole week, and then, the next month, I would forget it. When I tried to speak, I would swallow some words and make a lot of mistakes. I don't have just one example of this. I have thousands. And to be honest, I still make mistakes sometimes. Maybe you use the article da when you don't have to, or you forget to use at when telling someone what time you'll meet. But don't feel bad. Be happy because you are trying, and maybe next time you'll do it better. Now, have you ever made a funny or embarrassing mistake in a language you're learning? If so, congratulations! That means you're actively practicing and growing. So, how can we become more comfortable with making mistakes? Here are a few tips. Number 1. Change your mindset. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, see them as progress. Every mistake teaches you something new. Imagine you say, "He go to the store yesterday," and someone corrects you, "He went to the store yesterday. He went." Instead of thinking, "Oh, I made a mistake. I'm so bad at English," think, "Oh, now I know how to say it correctly. Next time, I'll use went instead of go." When someone corrects you, take it as a gift. They're giving you feedback to help you improve. Embrace mistakes and you'll become a better English speaker. Number 2. Speak as much as possible. The more you practice, the faster you'll learn. Don't be afraid to talk. even if you're not perfect. Imagine you are at a coffee shop, and instead of just pointing at the menu, you say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" It doesn't have to be perfect. Just say something. And even if you're not in an English speaking environment, you can still practice. Try talking to yourself in English about your day. For example, today I woke up at 7 a.m. and made breakfast. You can create a conversation with yourself and record voice notes using WhatsApp. Find a picture online or in a magazine and describe it out loud. In this picture, there is a beautiful sunset over the ocean. The sky is orange and pink. Also, you can describe your plans. For example, tomorrow I will go to the park. I will take my dog for a walk. Then I will go to the library. Remember, practice makes perfect. Now, number 3, learn from native speakers. Try to watch YouTube videos or TV shows with subtitles and repeat sentences out loud. I watched the series Once Upon a Time completely in English. It was challenging but very rewarding. Also, you can find interviews of people that you admire. Listen to the way that they use vocabulary and try to imitate their accent and speaking style. Number 4, laugh at yourself. Making mistakes can be funny. Enjoy the learning process and don't be too hard on yourself. Share your funniest English mistakes with friends. If you mispronounce a word, repeat it correctly with a smile. Be kind to yourself and celebrate your progress. So, next time you hesitate to speak because you're afraid of making a mistake, remember this. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. Don't let fear hold you back. Each mistake is a step you climb. You might slip, you might stumble, but you keep moving upwards. Don't let a single misstep make you turn back. Instead, embrace your errors, learn from them, and keep going. Reach the top. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your fellow language learners. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Dalingua English. And if you have any funny language learning mistakes, share them in the comments below and let's laugh together. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep improving. See you in the next episode of the Lingua English podcast.